Hello, my loan officer friends. It's Chris Johnstone, the host of loanofficerpodcast.com. And what you're seeing on the screen here is how we're getting funded mortgage deals for our clients from ChatGPT and Grok and Gemini and all of the AI tools. We are living through this massive technology shift where people are moving away from searching on Google and doing searches inside of AI assistants. And we have figured out how to get your mortgage business recommended by the artificial intelligence. And you can see a hint in the search that I've done here. So who's the best mortgage broker to work with for a self-employed mortgage in Tampa, Florida? You see first-time home buyers, reverse mortgages, FHA, you name it. There is a specific journey that people go through in order to get to the point where the AI recommends a mortgage lender. And through working with us, we can make it so that we've generated enough content on your website, on social media, on all the places that it needs to be for AI to pick you up as the authority and then recommend you to new customers. These leads that are coming in are closing at ratios that are very close to realtor referrals or referrals from your past customer database. So I believe that the greatest opportunity that you have to go consumer direct in your mortgage business is to get artificial intelligence to send you referrals, and we can help do that for you. So right now, go to loanofficercrm.ai. So loanofficercrm.ai/AIO, which stands for AI optimization. So loanofficercrm.ai/AIO. On that page, you'll be able to opt in, see some free training on how you can do this yourself, and have the opportunity to book a one-on-one call with our team where we will analyze your marketplace, show you which of your competitors is currently being recommended by ChatGPT. Who knows, it might be you, right? Great news. But you don't know if you don't show up to the consult. And then what we'll do is actually map out a plan for how you can work to get recommended in the AI. And if you don't want to do the work and just have us do it for you, we'll talk to you about how we can help you with that. So that's loanofficercrm.ai/AIO. Go ahead, book your consultation, and I hope that you enjoy this episode.
Frank Ray here with you once again with, of course, Chris Johnstone over at the loanofficercrm.ai. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, Frank. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. And as always, whenever I talk to you, I'm excited and horrified at the same time. And this conversation is going to be more of the same, right? Gosh, you have really been vocal about what you want to talk about today quite a bit for good reason.
Yep.
And Chris, I don't know that the loan officer community at large is getting it. I don't know that they're really embracing this. Of course, we have our nucleus, our family, right? That we have of, probably 600 or 700 loan officers or whatever it is that, across the country, maybe a couple thousand of them that tune in regularly to Breakfast Club and, Build It with Chris and that kind of thing. And they see the light and they're working to, I don't want to say get in line, but get in line. You know what I mean? What I mean by get in line is get on board.
Get in front.
Yeah, get in front. But you want to talk about this some more, and I want to hear about it. So tell us what we should be doing and why, man, and how you can help.
Okay. So we're going through this massive AI restructuring of society. And I know that sounds like a really big statement, but it's here. It's healthcare, it's transportation, it's you insert in major industry, and there's trillions of dollars being poured into the infrastructure of this change. And so, Frank, I'm lucky enough to have been a youth and grew up through the birth of the internet. So a lot of people don't know this about me, but in my high school career, I was so nerdy that I actually went in after hours at school and removed the typewriters from the typewriter room and help network the computers in the high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I think that's going to surprise anybody that knows you. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, ask me how many invites I had to the prom.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So anyways, I have just always loved technology, and I got to live through you used to have to go to the wall, take the phone off the wall, do the circle pad, and then faxes, pagers, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, that built this infrastructure that we live on today. and that our kids are plugged into the internet. Now we got Facebook, the social media, everybody's connected around the world. You can send a message from where you are all the way around the world. Millions of people can see it in
Yeah.
seconds, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's being replaced. We're living through the next evolution of technology. So I'll say three names here, right? Blockbuster Video,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
Billion-dollar company, gone,
Yep.
right? I mean, did you have a BlackBerry?
I did not,
Come
but
on.
I didn't have a BlackBerry. No.
Well, did you have a cool friend that did?
Of course, everybody had one. Oh wait, maybe I did have a BlackBerry. I think I did, but it wasn't a phone. It was a thing. I don't remember, but yes, I know
Right?
we're just talking about the infamous BlackBerry with the finger touch keyboard that everybody loved.
Clicky, clicky, right?
Click, click. Yeah.
52% of the smartphone market at its peak. Today, BlackBerry doesn't make phones.
What a trip.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
And Blockbuster Video, they had the opportunity to buy Netflix for
Oh my
50 million
God.
bucks. Turn it down.
They didn't think it was going to take off.
Wasn't gonna like digital streaming. It's too slow. It's too expensive. Nobody's gonna do that,
Oh God.
right? So I sit in this really weird position where I went through that technology shift and change, and I can already see it happening again. And I know what's on the other side of it. And I know that AI and quantum computing is going to create this huge shift in our society. And I've already gone through lenders that gave out brochures and rate sheets and donuts and all of that to, oh, hey, if I get on the front page of Google and I can get people reaching out to me from finding me on the internet, I can get business from that. Now, I think, has a very good opportunity, whether or not it's going to happen or not, but like Google might become a Blockbuster story.
Hmm.
Because when everybody has an AI assistant and it knows what you like and it knows where you go to buy things and it knows your preferences and it can deliver questions and answers to you in a format that's better than you having to go through a less desirable experience, people are going to move. The market's going to move
Yeah.
to AI-based assistance, AI-based search, AI-based technology. And all we have to do as business owners is be where the market is going. It's not that difficult, but it's uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
that's the message that I'm trying to get out to the mortgage industry as loud as I possibly can, is that all these AI cool tools and widgets and voices and images and videos and all of that stuff is amazing and awesome. And yes, lean in and learn that stuff. But the big idea here is that our customers are going to be using AI assistants to find real estate and choose a mortgage
Yeah.
lender. And it's going to happen way faster than anybody thinks.
So this is going to happen way faster than it did with the Google stuff as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
With the
It's
business
already here.
profiles and getting on the front page of the Google search and all that stuff. It's going to go a lot faster than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's already
And
happening. Really.
we have mortgage lenders today that are funding loans from people that are reaching out to them from ChatGPT. They're asking ChatGPT who to work with and choosing that recommendation to find their lender.
I have already made that shift as far as when I want to find something or know about something or whatever. Brother, I do the voice thing, right on my phone. Say, hey, I'm perfect example. I have another motorcycle that I picked up. I used when I want to do some things with it. One of them is it comes with running lights, but they're clear lenses. But I don't want to buy an all new running light. But there's this translucent yellow paint that you can buy where you can paint the lens and you can. So I need this translucent. So rather than me doing anything, I just talk to chat on my phone. Said, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and I love it because I can just talk to it like. I got this bike. This is a thing. I just want to paint the lens. It's translucent. I've seen it out there. I just know where can I get it? It goes, there's some on Amazon. Here's a link.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thanks. Click. I bet I could connect my Amazon app to it. Can we connect Amazon to ChatGPT now? Do you know?
So not yet.
But it will.
But, well, what happens when ChatGPT decides that it wants to be the Amazon of the future?
Oh my God.
Right?
I'm thinking too small.
Well, and so that is like that is how big of a paradigm shift. Like
This
imagine a
is.
world where Google and Amazon are irrelevant.
Wow. You're right. I
And
see it.
so
You're right.
and
Because
like
ideally, that in that scenario, I'd say, yeah. So will this work? Yeah. This is what it costs. Great. You want it now? Sure. Buy it. Great. It'll be there tomorrow at 4:30. Thank you.
exactly. I know.
Nutty.
It's
And
wild.
so you're saying, as mortgage people, we need to be on that in the chat GPT box, if you
That's
will,
right.
when they say, "Hey, I'm looking to get a mortgage, whatever, I'm in Vacaville. Who do you recommend? I recommend this guy.
Yep.
You want
And
me
the
to
thing
connect
about it,
you?"
Frank, it's so smart already.
Yeah.
Like ChatGPT did their big keynote, and when they released agents, which is an AI that can basically build its own little AI agents to answer your questions. So you ask it one big question, and it does all the work behind the scenes in
Yeah.
order to deliver you the answer. So in the keynote, they get up, and what do they use as the example for how these agents are going to help change the world? They used real estate as the example.
Wow.
So it's like, hey, I'm looking for a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom in this location in this school district for this monthly payment. And ChatGPT will find all the listings, deliver the listings in a notification, and they're sending that out to the person. It's like, hey, you might really like this one. Ah, hey, I like more modern styles than the colonial styles, and it'll adjust the search to put the listings that the person actually likes. And then they're like, you know what, that one's awesome. Let's go take a look at it. Well, before you reach out to the real estate agent, you probably should get pre-qualified to find out if it's in your budget. Would you like me to connect you with a mortgage lender? That's the journey of the future, because everybody wants a house still. Nobody wants a mortgage. So they're going to start on the real estate side of things. And we need to be the lender that's recommended by the AI when the time is right for the client. And that's why the quality of the leads are so high. So we actually have mortgage lender clients that are getting fully filled out 1003 applications from recommendations from AI. They'll just be like, okay, what's the application link? Here's the application link. They go fill it out. They trust AI so much that for the first time in history with technology, they're willing to fill out all of their information. That has never happened before, Frank. Like
That's
we've never gotten a
crazy.
report from a client that says I was ranked on the front page of Google and somebody filled out a full application and we just got it.
Yeah.
Everybody always calls.
Yeah, they call.
With AI, now we're getting applications.
They're
And
clicking the link, they're filling out the application.
right? And not all of the time, like no income claims
Right,
or
right, right.
whatever, but
Yeah.
we're starting to see that behavior come.
Mm.
And that's an indicator of what is to come in the future. And I would also like to say, like, obviously, this is super exciting for people that get it and realize, okay, I can build authority with AI and get AI to recommend me. But 87% of the mortgage loans that were funded in America last year, roughly, were from referrals from past
Yeah.
clients and referrals from real estate agents.
Right.
So I don't want people to lose sight of the fact that your past customers are going to look you up using AI.
Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell as well so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. And also, would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think or what you want to see next.
When you make your outbound calls to qualified real estate agents, they're going to ask AI who you are and whether or not they should connect with you. What's your reputation? And so everybody used to Google themselves. Well, now it's like go chat GPT yourself. What does
Mm.
chat GPT say about you and your brand? And if you don't have an account and it's not set up properly and you're not feeding information into AI at least once a week to teach it that you're an expert, now is the time. This episode, if you're hearing this for the first time, this is the line in the sand. We're so early in on this stuff, but it's moving so fast, it's easy to be late.
It's
And so now we've got to start using the tools.
it's moving so fast, it's easy to be late. We're
Yeah.
still early, but it's moving so fast, it's easy to be late. Absolutely true. Isn't it ironic too that of all the industries in the world, that they could have chosen
I know.
to be the example, they chose real estate.
Yep.
That's interesting too.
Isn't it?
You know, uh, it's incredible, dude. It's incredible. Yeah, I just don't even know what to think about it. But obviously, like you said, it's still early. We can still be in the front. We have time, not a lot. Um, the more time we the more we wait, the less time we have, because like you said, it's moving so quickly that we
Yeah.
have to get in front of this. We absolutely have to get in front of this. Chris, now I know maybe as an individual loan officer who's wildly curious, I know that you can help an individual loan officer get started through the AI CRM to get to the front to start to build this type of authority in Chat GPT. And I know if you're an individual loan officer, you know look. There's going to be some money that's going to have to get spent on this, right? There's going to be some money that's going to have to outflow. Bare minimum, the CRM, we're going to need to get that, right? The AI CRM for you to help, right? So we're going to need that. But then after that, a lot of things, are your loan originators are going to have to do some things on their own, right? They're going to have to get into ChatGPT. They're going to have to correct it on things when they're talking about mortgages so that chat learns that they're the expert in the area. There's things that they physically have to do, and they can get started. You can teach all of that just for the entry level of getting into the CRM, which is only 297, right? Is it 297 a month, right? So
Yep.
it's only 297 a month, and you have all the training and the support and all that. Tell me this though. I'm a branch manager, right?
Yep.
I'm a regional manager. I own my own mortgage brokerage and I have 150 loan officers. I'm higher up the chain, for lack of a better way to say it. I have a bigger organization, let's say,
Yep.
than just me as a solo loan officer. You guys can also support them, maybe it costs a little more money now. Okay. So, we get our CRM in place, but now you have the concierge service. You have other services where you can take a company and, okay, so the cost for this from a company level is minuscule based on what you're gaining from this. You can help companies progress in this arena quickly.
That's
Give me
right.
like just one case story. You don't have to name the company name. A case story where a company came to you or a branch, you dove in all in. Because I remember you said you had one company where you got them from zero to getting leads all the time from their Google business page. They bought in, you ramped them up quickly. They were generating, and now they said, "Hey, Chris, we want to do the Chat GPT thing too." And you've already got them originating loans off Chat GPT. Give us a case story about that. Like,
So that was so we've done that in multiple markets. So we're currently ranked in Tampa, Memphis, Seattle, the most competitive mortgage market in Canada. I know it doesn't really, whatever, that doesn't count, but we have two out of the top three spots in Vancouver. And so we saw this change coming. And we went to all of the existing clients that we had in our ranking program, and we said, we're just going to start poking AI and figuring out as best we can how to get the large language models to start picking up these businesses and recommending them. And we had our first results in less than 120 days from them not being recommended or found inside ChatGPT at all to being the number one recommendation in their market in that market. And Frank, I want to make this tangible for people so they can walk away with something to do,
yeah,
so that it's a useful investment of time. So I'll give an example of one thing that we did in those scenarios to get loans flowing in. And in all of those markets, we're having inbound, very high quality people reaching out to those companies as a result of finding them on AI. So what you do is you go into your local market, go to ChatGPT, and up in the top right-hand corner, it says temporary chat. You have to click that because if AI knows who you are and you ask which mortgage business to recommend, it's going to recommend yours,
yeah,
right? So temporary chat. And then what you do is you say, hey, what mortgage lender would you recommend in XYZ for, and then insert a loan type. And that's really important because the AI is now smart enough that it recommends specific lenders based on loan type. So VA, fix and flip, self-employed, all of those people are asking specific questions and going down specific pathways. So you have to build authority not only as a lender, but also in the subject matter of the loan type that you want to be recommended for. So you go in, you ask it. It's going to give you recommendations, and then it's going to say, hey, do you want me to do more research? Or it will prompt you again to help you with your search. So just answer one more question of whatever ChatGPT asks you, and then it's going to spit out a response. Go down to the bottom of that response, and there's going to be a little button at the bottom that says sources. Click on sources, a menu bar pops up on the right-hand side of your desktop, and ChatGPT will show you all of the websites that it's gone to and read and referenced in order to make the decision as to who to recommend in the output. And what you want to do is look through all the places where you would be able to build a relationship, create content, list your business in a business directory, and build authority on those places that the AI is already going to look for authority.
Makes sense.
So start your journey there, but then understand using AI, teaching AI, building content with AI, but doing it in a way where you're teaching it and not just like copying and pasting from it is another huge way to build authority. And when you do that, Frank, think about the cannabis loans side of things, right?
Yeah, for those of you who don't realize, the reason Chris is saying that, because they weren't part of the initial conversation. I do focus on providing cannabis loans for cannabis businesses, and so we were having that conversation. So go ahead.
Sorry. So reference that with, you get a question from a client, and you're like, oh, that question happens all of the time. People are going to be asking AI that question all of the time. You go into ChatGPT and you say, I got this question from a client. Help me craft a response. It writes a response for you. Then you go back and you teach the AI, hey, this actually works like this. Here at insert in your business name, we have a product that solves this problem. And you teach it back and forth. And then you say, okay, package all of this into a blog post that I can put on my website and write me a quick little Facebook post, Instagram post, whatever. You take that blog, right, or newsletter, you post it on your website, tag it with all the information, and then you share it publicly with AI. Well, the next time that AI has that specific question from that person in your market, it's actually likely to reference your blog to answer the question for the person, because not only did you create it using AI, but you taught the AI about that topic in the content creation process. So it's this rediscovery of how we think about customer service, answering questions, and understanding that in the future, there's going to be, I believe, just as many conversations happening in AI that can deliver recommendations and referrals for you as there are happening in your database in which you're qualified.
And that's going to be in the very near future. The very near future. Yeah. Chris, but I just want to drive this home on my podcast here. All those things you're describing, there's a lot of heavy lifting, right? There's things that have to get done, right?
Yeah.
Your team can help a company with that.
We do all of it for them. They don't.
That's what the answer. That's the answer I was looking for. Okay, so for someone who's listening, who's running their branch, running their brokerage, running their company, certainly as an individual loan officer, you've got your things that you can do. And if you tune in to Build It with Chris, tune into Breakfast Club, own the CRM, the loan officer CRM.ai, you can go along your path of doing all of that. Absolutely doing it. Please do, right? However, if you're running your own company, your own branch or whatever, and you want to kind of get this deployed, Chris's team will do it all for you. So you've already got people getting ChatGPT referrals in several markets, and you kind of said Canada doesn't count. It does count. You're doing it internationally, not just in the USA, right? You're finding you've figured this out. You've basically cracked the code so far, right? And you're making it happen. So the best way for someone to connect to, let's say it's for sure, individual loan officer, We're going to go to loanofficercrm.ai. Best way to connect, or is there a different link you would like to send them to?
That's perfect. And then somebody who's interested in having us
The bigger
do
deal. Yeah.
so loanofficercrm.ai
Yeah.
/ AIO. So AI optimization. So
Okay.
loan officer,
AIO.
yeah, you got it.
Okay. So / I'll write that down. I'll make sure that goes into the description. AIO. Okay. All right. Good enough. And so if they go there, they can have a conversation with you, get on board, and let the team just really just dive in and do all this stuff for them because you already know exactly what to do. Start getting them recommended on ChatGPT.
If I can be clear, Frank, it is more of an art than it is a science at this point.
Yeah.
Google is a science.
Yeah.
AI rankings is an art. Like there's a lot that gets thrown against the wall. We're not
Yeah.
100% sure what works and what doesn't. We just
Yeah.
know we're getting results, but
Yeah.
we don't know specifically what we're doing that's generating
So
it.
we do it the same every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
But
awesome. That is so epic. It's so
yeah,
great, Chris. Okay. Loan officer
thank you.
crm.ai / AIO for the business owners that want to get the business going. Individual loan officer crm.ai.
You got it.
So good stuff. Chris Johnstone, thanks as always, my friend.